seems like it's forced and like she's everywhere.
There was a.
I never saw her.
She makes Harriet Tubman music.
Yes,
yes. As fuck.
Yeah.
Harriet Tubman music. What does that mean?
So, bro, yet again, we're in this.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode. Please like the video and subscribe. Our target is only 1,000 likes. So, fresh off teaming up for a pair of tracks on Kendrick Lamar's GNX album, Kendrick Lamar and SZA are joining forces for the co-headlining 2025 Grand National Tour. Presented by Live Nation, PG Lang, and Top Dog Entertainment, the North American trek, featuring former TDE running mates, is set to invade 19 stadiums across the continent next year. The Grand National Tour is slated to kick off in Minnesota on April 19th, and then rumbles through Houston, Atlanta, Charlotte, Philly, the New York area, Seattle, LA, San Francisco, Las Vegas, Detroit, Chicago, and Toronto, before wrapping up in Washington, D.C. on June 18th.
Amazing moment for the girl Doechii happening right now.
Which a lot of people have a problem with.
What do you mean?
Like, so you don't see the conversation online about like the music that she makes or how it seems like it's forced and like she's everywhere.
There was a.
I never saw her.
She makes Harriet Tubman music.
Yes.
As fuck.
Yeah.
Harriet Tubman music. What does that mean?
So, bro, yet again, we're in this era.
By the way, never seen this before. By the way, and I'll say this is akin to Drake saying Kendrick raps like he's trying to free the slaves, which is hyper offensive to people.
Yes, it's because we live in this era where four people can have an opinion and it can be empowered, and people that don't like an artist for whatever reason can run with it. However, I don't think this is the majority of people.
It's not.
I think this is a very small, loud minority because the girl is getting her flowers from her first mixtape. She got some Variety Award the other day. Yeah. I know we're going to get into specifics of why we're talking about it right now. So don't let like the smallest margins of people that are the most vocal make you believe this is the narrative about an artist.
That we talking about it because I didn't see it.
No, I'm just pointing out the fact.
I thought we were going to lead with these amazing performances.
I was just trying to get to the Colbert shit and the Tiny Desk shit.
I don't know how she did shit with her hair.
With the toxic negativity.
I'm not trying to be negative.
And the Variety Award.
So this Doechii Colbert performance.
Yes, go back to the more pods like the Tiny Desk, the Colbert joint.
She got a Variety Award too.
The Variety Award.
Yeah.
I think she's going to be on that tour with Kendrick.
Wait, that hasn't been announced? Why did somebody tell me that was already official?
No. She
did an interview with Breakfast Club and Charlamagne asked her.
Got it.
And her response kind of alludes to she might be there. And I said this when the tour got announced.
She hadn't talked to him.
Huh?
She said she hadn't talked to him.
I don't buy none of that shit. That's why I said she's good. Like my tweet was like, "Oh, you're good. Like you're very good at doing this."
This whole segment, all those faults, bringing up the negativity.
That's not
speculation.
That would be one of the biggest things for her career.
But I don't. So it wouldn't. Adding her at this point like an announcement after Kendrick and SZA, she's not as marquee as them. You know what I'm saying? And that's not a slight to her.
But she just finished the tour. She just bodied it like I think it was like a 30,
I know, but not
40
football. This is football stadiums, bro. This is Kendrick and SZA. This is the.
I think she has the.
No, I think she could and should. I'm saying she could and should, but they've already announced the headliners. Normally, when they announce supporting acts, that's already baked in. You know what I'm saying? Like it's already a thing. So as to say just announce Doechii isn't. It makes it sound like I'm slighting her, which. It's once again your fault.
It's not my fault. All I said was I would love to see her on the tour. That's all I said. I'm not getting into semantics about why it makes sense, why it don't make sense, why this, that. All I said between those three.
Let the girl have her moment.
We are, and I want her to have more moments.
Am I bugging?
Can Punch explain how she did the thing with the braids on Colbert? Because that was amazing.
That was fire.
That was so fire. How did she do that? I was trying to zoom in and see how they connected it, and she didn't like miss a step. I already said what I had to say about Doechii. I think she's incredible.
I'm glad I put y'all on to her, man.
You relax. Go back to Blue Sky.
You put who on?
Yo, man, I'm just,
people saying her music is forced is the craziest thing because I feel like it's just so effortless. Like it comes to her so
y'all don't have it. Nobody's listening to these people.
I just want people to. I want people to understand how dumb and dense they sound.
But they're not gonna. As a matter of fact, even when you point it out to them, humans' brains don't function like that.
Well, I think the people who watch this program appreciate Doechii, as I've seen in the comments, as they should.
Did you watch the entire Tiny Desk?
Yes.
I did. You know what I love about her too is that she's shedding a light, just like how there are subgenres within hip hop. A few years ago, a lot of male rappers, which is ironic, were complaining about women rap being quote unquote rap, like a lot of it. So when someone like Doechii comes around and pops and becomes a little bit mainstream, it's also an opportunity for other people to realize there are people like Rhapsody and Samara Sim and Little Sims in the UK. There are these women rappers that aren't doing that as well. So what's it? Cream rise to the top. What's the word about like all boats? The water
rising tide floats all boats. Cream rise to the top.
So this is your opportunity to realize, like, I love the Glorrillas. I love the Meg Thee Stallions. I love the Lottos. There are other ladies.
Yeah, it's not an either or. It's a yes and.
Exactly.
I love them and.
Yeah.
And that's how it always should be.
I think we have to accept that there are people who are fans of an artist. I think we've talked about this. You're fans of an artist. You're not a hip hop fan.
Okay.
Like, we need to accept that. Right. Especially when an artist is super popular. Right. There are people who are just fans of that artist and whatever they make, but that doesn't necessarily transfer them into being fans of hip hop, and I'm sure that's applicable to any genre, right?
Rap,
like,
R&B.
Like
rock.
if you
I think about certain artists.
I like the artist, but that doesn't mean I'm into everything that sounds like this.
He was like, my friend sent a letter to his lawyer demanding, on behalf of the alleged victim, that the victim never demanded a penny from him. Instead, she only sought a confidential mediation. To do what?
She sought a confidential mediation?
So basically, it was like, all we wanted was a confidential mediation.
Yeah, money.
Money!
Not just have a conversation?
Bro.
Look, I would say my biggest problem in all of this is the clown show that sexual assaults have become.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know why so many people want to see Jay-Z get torn down.
That's the part I'm stuck on.
It's a nature of our culture that we aren't wanting to examine. It's disgusting. People love a teardown. You know, of somebody successful who, you know, maybe you don't like all his business dealings. Maybe you know, and some people are upset with their own lives, and so they see someone else seemingly having a phenomenal run at life, and they don't want to see it for whatever reason. So I would say in all of this, it still takes me back to how upsetting it is that sexual assault is a game.
Yeah, it's used. It's just kind of used as like a piece for trying to bring someone down, get some money, conversation. And obviously there's so many real victims. And by the way, we don't know the story with this one. We obviously don't. But what I was struck by too was the waiting that, they were salivating when the story came out.
According to her, and they take her to a house where there's a party going on. She has a drink, gets woozy, she says, and then passes out in a bedroom. The original allegation was that Diddy then goes in the bedroom, undresses her, sexually assaults her. She leaves. And while another celebrity woman watches, she leaves, goes to a gas station, calls her dad, is what the original allegation was. Somewhere along the line, they decided to just add Jay-Z to this. So then when you hear the behind the scenes...
So are you suggesting that the story was out in full and there was no mention that another person was involved?
That's what I read. The only other person was a woman celebrity that watched.
Yeah, okay. That sounds familiar.
So now they add another big name celebrity to it, Jay-Z, in hopes that they can get a financial settlement. Because who does that benefit?
Tony Busby?
The lawyer that has the Diddy hotline.
The one who has over 100 lawsuits against Diddy.